Next, we're going to take a look at the Action Center. Now, the Action Center has changed quite a bit between Windows 7 and Windows 10, so let's take a look at both of them. But first, let's see what it does, or at least what it did in Windows 7. You could view alerts, take action, and then look at the security and troubleshooting sections. Now, in Windows 10, you can still view alerts, but now they're called notifications. And you can still take something called quick actions. So we'll take a look at both of those. First of all, in our Windows 7 machine, the Action Center is right down here at the bottom. You see this little flag, and it says one important message. If I click on this and open the Action Center, you'll find that I now have a security and maintenance section. And so this actually takes us to the control panel security and maintenance section. However, it also shows us, as we could see down here, these messages, these important messages. And I can click on that important message and it will tell me that I have something wrong, and then it'll take me here so that I can fix that thing. Now in Windows 10, it looks a little different. In Windows 10, let's just shut this guy down. In Windows 10, it's down here in the very bottom corner, and you see it says 2 new notifications. I'm going to click that. I'm going to get notifications up here, and then down here is where I'm going to have what we call quick actions. And the quick actions are things like turning this into tablet mode, focus assist, and VPNs, turning on and off the nightlight, things like that. In other words, very much like your phone, where you can turn on and off your Wi-Fi real quickly, turn on into airplane mode, and so on. So that's what Windows 10 looks like. It no longer takes us to that security and maintenance or security and troubleshooting in the control panel, but now it's just notifications, and I can manage my notifications here, which would take me to a settings app where I can turn on and off notifications or do those quick actions. App V is next. Now App V, or application virtualization, is a client-server technology. Typically the way it works is on a server you would install the App V role, and then you could set up so that computers on your network can run applications off of the server. This is used quite frequently when you need, let's say that you have everybody in your network has the latest version of Office, but you have an old template that can only run under earlier versions of Office. So you might have that earlier version of Office sitting there running on the server, and the clients can then run it directly on the server as though they were sitting in front of the server. So it's often used if you have multiple versions of software or older versions of software that you need the clients to be able to run, and you don't want to just clog up all the client systems with all these versions of the software. So you would run it through this virtualization. Now the client version of that is not available in Windows. It was available in Windows 7 Pro. But in Windows 10 it is not available in Windows 10 Pro, but it is available in Windows 10 Enterprise. Let's go to a Windows 10 Enterprise virtual machine, and so you can see here that this is Windows 10 Enterprise Evaluation. In order to turn on that client side of the App V software, I'm going to go to Group Policy, edit Group Policy. We'll open that guy up. And since this is a virtual, yeah, okay, it wasn't too slow. I thought it might be slower than that. I'm going to go under Computer Configuration, Administrative Templates, System, I believe it is. And then under System, here's App V. And here you can see I can enable the App V client. So your client machines have to be running Windows 10 Enterprise. They can't be running Windows 10 Pro. However, in Windows 7, the Windows 7 Pro was capable of running the client side of App V. So Microsoft Application Virtualization, run programs installed on another computer, that is to say the server. Can be used if multiple versions of software are needed. And then here's an interesting one that showed up on the test when I took it. The applications are created on the server using the virtualization sequencer. And so kind of a big term. I'm not sure why we need to know it, but virtualization sequencer, and you'll see here that we have an article that explains that sequencing is the process by which you create an application package using AppVSequencer, right? And then the clients would then would then be able to log on to that application on the server. That's what AppV is. All right, we're going to cut it off there, and we're going to talk about auto-arranging icons in the next video.